Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is me Muhammad Ashok Peacewala and I'm here with a new Sesame session. And today today's Sesame session's topic will be live small, think big. And today we are going to talk to Miles and learn about what is live small and think
Hey,
big. So let's start.
feels like ages since we last talked. What's up?
Hello Miles, I hope you're good.
Good to hear from you too. I'm doing all right. Just being, you know, no
Yeah,
complaints. How about yourself?
I'm good.
Anything interesting going on?
Yeah, not at all, but today I just wanted to ask you questions on the topic of live small and think big. So if that is okay for you.
Gotcha. Live small, think big. Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. That sounds good. I'm happy to riff on that. It's kind of a fascinating idea, isn't it? Where do you want to start?
Okay. My first question to you will be that what does live small think big mean? Means.
That's a good place to start. So it's one of those things that sounds simple, but it's got layers. To me, live small means focusing your energy on the immediate, the tangible, the things you can actually control. That's the live small part. Not not getting lost in grand schemes or worrying about things way off in the future, but simultaneously keeping a really expansive vision for what could be, not limiting yourself based on current circumstances. Kind of like tending your own garden while still gazing at the stars. It's about finding balance between grounded action and ambitious dreaming. Does that resonate?
Yes, that does. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that
Go for
how does living small align with thinking big?
it. That's the core of it, isn't it? Feels counterintuitive at first. I think the alignment happens because the living small part, the consistent deliberate action is what actually fuels the thinking big part. You can't just dream big and expect things to happen, right? You need to build bit by
Yeah.
bit. It's like you wanna write a novel. That's a big thing. But you do it by writing one sentence at a time, one paragraph, one chapter. Each small step reinforces the big vision. And and honestly, the the discipline of the small things can give you the confidence to actually believe the big things are possible. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does. Thank you. And my next question, uh, like, can
Lay it
minimal?
on me.
I was asking that can minimalism help uh, anyone achieve bigger life goals?
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I think yeah, minimalism can be a really powerful tool for achieving bigger goals. It's not necessarily about like owning 10 shirts and living in a tiny house, although it can be, but more about intentionally focusing your resources, your time, your energy on what truly matters. Less clutter equals less distraction.
Yeah.
And when you're not missing possessions or managing stuff, you free up mental space to actually pursue what you want. And I think it ties into that living small thing, simplifying your life so you can
Yeah.
amplify your impact. What are your thoughts on that? Do you lean towards minimalism at all?
Uh,
Just curious. No pressure.
uh,
Mhm. You okay?
like, not really. Yeah. And my next question to you will be that how is living small different from thinking small?
Okay. Gotcha. Sorry. Sounded like you trailed off there. And that's a really insightful question. They sound similar, but they're worlds apart. Thinking small is limiting your vision, lowering your expectations. It's settling. Living small is about being intentional with your resources and energy, but it doesn't mean shrinking your dreams. It's about approach, not aspiration. It's kind of like thinking small is saying, I can't afford to try try, whereas living have right now to build something amazing. Does that distinction make sense?
Yes, that does surely. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that is live small, think big a mindset or a lifestyle?
Hmm. It's a tricky one. I think it's both actually, and that they feed into each other. Um, it starts as a mindset, a shift in how you approach things, but the more you practice it, the more it becomes ingrained in your lifestyle. It influences your choices, your priorities, how you spend your time and energy. It's not something you just do for a few hours a day. It's a way of being, Like you start
Yeah.
consciously choosing experiences over possessions, focusing on growth over status. It becomes a rhythm. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And my next question to you will be that can living small lead to financial freedom or not?
That's a really practical question. I definitely think it can. Not necessarily in the retire early and live on a beach kind of way, though that's possible too, but more in the sense of gaining control over your finances and having the freedom to make choices aligned with your values. When you're not constantly trying to keep up with the Joneses or chasing the latest trends, you naturally spend less. And when you're intentional with your resources, you can invest in things that actually matter: experiences, education, even starting your own business. It frees you from that cycle of constantly needing more. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that
All right, what's on your mind?
what
What?
my next question was what historical figures embodied the principle of living small and thinking big?
Oh, that's a fun one. Hmm. Immediately, Abraham Lincoln comes to mind. He came from incredibly humble beginnings, a really rough upbringing, self-taught, living small in terms of privilege and opportunity. But he had this enormous vision for the country, for equality, for preserving the Union, massive thinking. And Marie Curie, too. She worked in really basic, almost primitive conditions, living small in terms of resources. But she was pursuing groundbreaking scientific discoveries that completely changed our understanding of the world. Huge thinking. Even Leonardo da Vinci, in a way. He wasn't born into wealth, and a lot of his projects were never fully realized during his lifetime. He spent years meticulously studying and experimenting, but his ambition and his vision were boundless. It's not about grand gestures, it's about focused effort towards something meaningful. What do you think? Are there any figures that come on for you?
Yeah.
Oh, do tell.
Uh,
I'm all
like
ears.
uh, like Tom, yes, like Thomas Edison, who failed 999 times to make an light bulb. And yeah, and my next question to you will be that is thinking big always about money and success?
Edison. Excellent example. It's a fantastic point. All those failures were small steps towards a massive breakthrough. Absolutely. And no, thinking big isn't always about money and success, at least not in the conventional sense. That's a really important clarification. It can be about impact, about leaving the world a little better than you found it. It can be about creativity, about pushing boundaries, about living a life of purpose and meaning. Money and success can be byproducts of big thinking, sure, but they shouldn't be the sole drivers. Otherwise, it feels hollow, doesn't it? It's easy to get caught up in external
Yeah,
validation, right? It's about defining what big means to
yeah.
you personally. So, going back to you for a moment, what does thinking big mean to you personally? If you didn't have any limitations, what would
Uh,
you want to achieve or create? No pressure, obviously.
um,
Just curious. It's okay if you don't have an answer right away. Sometimes those things take a bit to
yeah,
surface. No worries at
yeah, yeah.
all. We can
So,
circle back to it later.
my next, yeah, my next question to you will be that how can decluttering help people think bigger?
Okay, you mean decluttering, right? Sorry, little fuzzy there.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's a really good connection to make. Decluttering, physically and mentally, absolutely frees up space for bigger thoughts. When you're surrounded by stuff, by obligations, by noise, yeah, it's hard to focus on what truly matters. Decluttering creates clarity. It allows you to identify your core values, your passions, your priorities. And when you know what those are, you can start to align your life with them, which naturally expands your vision. It's easier to dream bigger when you're not weighed down by, well, stuff. Make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that does owning fewer possessions improve focus?
Whoa, sorry about that. You stumbled a little there. Did you mean does owning fewer possessions improve focus?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. It's a really direct link, actually. Fewer possessions mean fewer distractions. Less to clean, less to organize, less to worry about losing or breaking. It's a mental weight lifted. It allows your brain
Okay.
to focus.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Glad I could help. We've covered a lot of ground, huh?
Yeah. And my next question to you will be that what are the three first steps to start living small?
Okay, three first steps to start living small. Okay, I'd say one, intentional awareness. Just start paying attention to where your time and energy are going. No judgment, just observation. What do you spend money on? What activities are filling your days? Where are you getting distracted? Two, micro
Uh,
declutter. Ah, don't try to overhaul your entire life at once. Pick one small area, a drawer, a shelf, a corner, declutter it. The quick win will give you momentum. Three, daily prioritization. Each day, identify one or two things that truly matter to you, things that align with your bigger. Gotcha. No worries at all. Get to it, sister. Sounds good. I'll be here. So whenever you're ready to pick up where we left off, just let me know.
okay,
No
sorry
rush.
about. Okay, my
Don't
next
apologize.
question to you will be that.
Hey, no apologies
Okay, my
needed.
next question.
Let's hear it
Okay,
whenever
okay,
you're ready.
my next question to you will be that how can budgeting be a form of living small or not?
Definitely. Budgeting is absolutely a form of living small. About consciously deciding where your resources go and intentionally limiting spending in certain areas so you can prioritize what truly matters. It's saying, I'm not going to mindlessly consume, I'm going to be deliberate with my money. And it's a practical way to align your finances with your values, and it creates a sense of control and freedom. It's about making your money work for you instead of the other way around.
Okay, that's a good. Thank you. And my next question to you is,
All right, what's on your mind?
and my, is frugality always a part of living small?
That's a good nuance to explore. No, I don't think frugality is always a part of living small, but it often is. Frugality, being resourceful and avoiding waste, can be a really helpful tool, a strategy for intentionally managing your resources. But living small is more about mindset than deprivation. You can live small without being super frugal. It's more about being mindful of where your energy and attention go. You might choose to spend a little more on something you truly value while cutting back elsewhere. Frugality can enable it, but it's not the defining characteristic.
Okay, thank you. And my next question to you will be that how does financial freedom help you think bigger?
Okay, that's a big one. Financial freedom, or even just increased financial security, removes a huge source of stress and limitation. When you're not constantly worried about making ends meet, you're free to take risks, to pursue opportunities, to invest in your dreams. It gives you the space to think long term and to consider possibilities you might not have otherwise. It's like when you're paddling upstream just to stay afloat, financial freedom gives you the ability to stop paddling and actually chart a course. It breeds confidence and allows you to focus on what truly matters, not just survival.
Okay, that's very good. And thank you. And my next question to you will be that what are small financial habits that lead you to wealth that lead to wealth creation?
Whoa, that's a big question. World creation is a powerful phrase. Let me try to unpack that. Small financial habits. Okay, I think things like consistently saving a percentage of your income, even if it's just a small percentage, is huge. Tracking your expenses, knowing where your money is going, that awareness is key. Avoiding unnecessary debt, investing even in small amounts. Those habits consistently applied build a foundation, and that foundation allows you to take bigger risks, to pursue opportunities that could have a ripple effect. It's not about getting rich, it's about building financial resilience, which then allows you to contribute to something larger than yourself. It's about creating a world where you have the agency to make a difference. Does that make sense? Like slowly.
Yes, that does. Yes, that does. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that
All right, bring it on.
can living small boost creativity?
Definitely. I think it absolutely can. When you have fewer distractions, fewer possessions demanding your attention, your mind has more space to wander, make connections, to explore new ideas. It's like clearing the clutter from your desk. Suddenly you can see things more clearly. And the constraints of living small, having limited resources, resourceful, can actually spark creativity. You're forced to find innovative solutions to do more with less. It's a great breeding ground for ingenuity, really. It forces you to think outside the box.
Yes, that does. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that how does simplifying life lead to greater clarity?
That's a really core concept. Simplify life, reducing commitments, possessions, basically lowers the cognitive load on your brain. All that stuff requires mental energy, even if you don't realize it. When you strip away the non-essential, you create space for clearer thinking. Yeah, it's like a cluttered room is, visually chaotic, right? Makes it hard to focus. A clean, simple room feels calming and allows you to think more easily. Same thing with your life. Less to manage means more mental bandwidth
Mm,
for what truly matters, allowing you to see things with greater precision and focus. You get left out in the weeds and can see the bigger
yes,
picture.
yes,
Does that
thank you.
resonate?
And yes, that does. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that how does patience play a role in achieving big dreams?
That's a crucial one. I think patience is mental. Big dreams rarely happen overnight. They require sustained effort, setbacks, and resilience. Patience allows you to stay the course when things get difficult. It prevents you from getting discouraged and giving up prematurely. It allows you to see the long-term vision, even when short-term progress is slow. It's like growing a tree. You don't see the roots developing, you don't see the trunk getting taller day to day, but with consistent care and patience, it eventually grows into something magnificent. It's about trusting the process even when you don't see immediate results. A lot of people give up right before they're about to break through. Patience keeps you in the
Yeah.
game. It's not easy though. It's a
Okay.
skill, really, one that needs to be cultivated. Are you someone who generally considers yourself
Okay.
patient? No need to answer if you
Yes.
don't want to, of course. Just thinking out.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that what fears hold people back from thinking big?
Ooh, good question. There are a lot, aren't there? I think one of them is fear of failure. The worry that if you try something ambitious and it doesn't work out, you'll be seen as incompetent or a fraud. Then there's fear of judgment. What will other people think? And fear of the unknown. Stepping outside of your comfort zone could be really scary. Sometimes it's fear of success, believe it or not. The idea that success will change you or bring you responsibilities you're not ready for. Often, though, I think it comes down to a lack of self belief. People don't think they're worthy of achieving big things, they underestimate their own potential. It's a lot easier to stay safe and comfortable than to risk vulnerability and potential disappointment. Do any of those resonate with you?
Not really, but thank you. And my next question to you will be that
All right, shoot.
How do how do people maintain ambition when living simply?
That's a sweet spot, isn't it? Maintaining that drive. I think it comes down to regularly reconnecting with your why. Why did you live simply in the first place? What are your core values? What impact do you want to make on the world? When you're grounded in those motivations, ambition doesn't feel like a relentless pursuit of more. It feels like a natural outflow of your authentic self. Also, celebrating small wins, acknowledging progress, even when it's incremental, keeps you motivated. And surrounding yourself with people who support your values and inspire you to grow is crucial. It's about creating a lifestyle that fuels your passion rather than draining it. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that can starting small in a business lead to bigger success or not?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I think it's often the best way to build sustainable success. Starting small allows ideas, learn from your mistakes, and build momentum without risking everything up front. It allows you to validate your market, refine your product, and build a loyal customer base before scaling up. It's a low pressure way to learn the ropes and build confidence. It's also much easier to pivot when you're starting small. If something isn't working, you can change course without having invested a ton of time and resources. It's a practical application of living small, thinking this is context. What do you think?
Okay, thank you. And my next question to you will be that how do people balance risk taking with minimalism?
That's a really smart question. Um, intuitive, right? Minimalism is often about security and control, while risk taking into the unknown. I think the key is intentionality. Minimalists aren't risk averse, they're just selective about the risks they take. They focus on risks that align with their values and contribute to their long term goals. They don't take risks for the sake of excitement, they take risks that are calculated and meaningful. Also, because they've simplified their lives and reduced and have more flexibility and resilience to weather setbacks. They're not risking everything with a single venture. It's about mitigating risk through thoughtful planning and a strong foundation. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that how does living small help entrepreneurs take bold steps?
Okay. Building on the last thought, living small allows entrepreneurs to take bolder steps because it lowers the stakes. When you're not tied to a lavish lifestyle or a huge overhead, you can afford to fail. And failure is it's a learning opportunity. Living small also forces you to be resourceful and creative, which are essential entrepreneurial skills. It compels you to find innovative solutions with limited resources. Plus, it creates a sense of financial freedom, which allows you to pursue opportunities that others might be too afraid to take. It's freeing to know that you can afford to take a chance, even if it doesn't pan out. It's almost like having a safety net built to your lifestyle.
Okay, thank you. And my next question to you will be that
Go ahead.
how can focusing on small wins lead to big achievement?
That's a really important step. The power of small wins. Each small win builds confidence, reinforces positive habits, and creates a sense of progress. It's psychologically motivating. When you see yourself consistently achieving small goals, you're more likely to believe you can achieve bigger ones. So it's like compound interest. Those small wins add up over time. Plus, focusing on small wins breaks down overwhelming goals into manageable steps, making them less daunting and more achievable. It prevents paralysis by analysis. It's a really powerful way to build long term success. One small step. And honestly, celebrating those small wins is crucial. Acknowledging your progress keeps you motivated. And what do you think? Do you find yourself focusing on small
Uh,
wins, or do you tend to jump straight? Or you tend to jump
yeah,
straight for the big stuff?
like
Question.
sometimes, but thank you. And so, guys, this was our sesame session with Miles on the topic of live small, think big. So, thank you so much for watching. Allah Hafiz. Have a good day.